Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back to our new video. It's a recent update on how to generate or set your print books for Amazon KDP. There's either hardcover or paperback. Alright, anyone you're actually setting up should be done in this video. So let's head on. Especially there are things you need to note down before you start the process of setting your paperback cover. So these are I've listed some of them. If in the process I miss anything in the process of generating the cover, you can see how it's done practically. So some of the things are book interior or manuscript size. After generating or creating, setting up, formatting, whatsoever you're done with it, you need to note down that's why it's very important to add page numbers. After adding your page numbers, don't forget that there are some things, what do you call it, a copyright page and a cover page, which is within the manuscript. Okay, depending on how you actually format your own book. I don't know which niche you're into or the type of book you're creating for, but you need to know the total number, including all those things I mentioned, the copyright, the title page, or whatever that might not have any number on them. All right, so you note down the total number of the pages of your manuscript. So the second thing is the total number of pages in your manuscript. Okay, that's the first. Then the size. So okay, we're talking about size. When talking about size, it's like the entire size of your how your book will be. Yes, how you use to set up your manuscript. There are different sizes we use in books for different types of books or niches, right? So for instance, if you're writing an evergreen, it's advisable to use the 6.6 by 9 inches if you're using inches, and mostly it's advisable because that's the easiest measurement to use. 6 by 9 inch for evergreen books, 6 by 9 or A5, 6 by 9 or A5. Those two are for evergreen books. So maybe for coloring books, like for children activity books and stuff, you can use 8.8 by 11, is 8.5 by 11 or something like that, 8.5 by 11. So that's the main size because it has to be a bit larger. Or sometimes story books too for children, those you can use 8.5 by 11 for print books. And then for maybe if you're into trends, you can use A5 too, and 5.5 by 8.5 at times, but advisably use A5. If you're using 5.5 by 8.5, make sure that your book number, the number of pages in your book exceeds 100. That is the limit if you're using 5.5 by, because the size is actually relatively small. If your book is have less than 100 pages and it's printed, you have, well, I had experienced that before. My book, one of my books I did for trends specifically, I used 5.5 by 8.5 and it's less than 100 pages. Honestly, I got a bad review. The book was very good and it started with good review, but some of them complained that the book is actually small and has less pages. It's like a pamphlet or something. So you can see how that the sales of, because of those two reviews, I got bad reviews because of this. Both complained of the size. The sales dropped. So it's really important. So when using the menu, we need what was the third one? We talk about book cover, color of paper. So it depends on color of interior you want. There is cream paper and there is white paper. Those are the standards I use. I don't know, there is another one they use standard color or something. So cream and white, those are the standards. So if you're using, mostly sometimes when you're writing, it depends on the kind of type of book also you're writing. Sometimes you can see mostly cream papers has to do with history. Like if you're writing about history books, you use cream paper for black and white ink, right? So cream paper and what do you call it, if you're writing like evergreen, normally sometimes, not all the cases, it's not in all cases, you can see books. If you're a good reader, you read books too, you can see most of them are white paper. So you have to choose, make the decision, make your research, and make a decision of the kind of paper you choose. Then there is this, what I forgot to add to this is flip pages. So for instance, if your book is in Arabic or something related, that to be opening from the right to, from left to right, or right, or is your book to be open from right to left, you need to note that down. And then you just need to note that down. So the measurement used in the manuscript sizings, that's inches, centimeter, millimeter. So I advise you to note down the measurement too. If you use inches, you know the book size, and you know that it's in inches, you know the book size. If it's centimeters, if it's millimeter, just note it down. So the print book type, so we have two print book types. It's either paperback or hardcover. Normally those are the two, paperback or hardcover. So you need to note that down too as well. So I said the notes, hardcover sizes begin from at least 5.5 by 8.5 inches if you're using inches as your measurement. So if you're using, for going for hardcover, even if your paperback is maybe 6 by 9 and A5, there is 6 by 9 for hardcover, of course. That's I said the lists. There is no, like, for example, if you use A5 for your ebook and paperback, you cannot use A5 size like to generate your hardcover, because the list I said is 5.5 by 8.5, and A5 size in inches is like 5.83 by 8.27. So you can see that there is no, you can't even see the option if you're using the Amazon site maximum or something like that. You might experience some issues. Well, so it's either you use this 5.5 by 8.5, or you use the 6 by 9 or 8.5 by 11, blah 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 blah. You can just find the options there. So this is just it. So let's proceed. The first thing we need to do now is head on to your browser. After noting this down, so you head onto your browser and go to KDP cover site. Alright, coming to your browser, you need to search for is it KDP cover size? What am I typing? KDP cover size calculator. You can see it right here. So this is what you impute. I've already searched for it before, that's why. So KDP cover size calculator, and the one you're going for is this first one. Let's see the dimensions, right? Correct. So after you hear, this is where the things you noted down before will come in handy. So binding type, this is the binding type. That's the type of book, the type of print book. It's either hardcover or paperback. So let's assume I'm starting with paperback, right? And then the interior type I want, this is where black and white, premium or standard. Premium and standard I think have cream paper or something, I don't know. Sure, I use black and white always. It's my consent then. So let me choose it. And then the paper type I said is either cream or white. You need to make your choice on paper. So let's assume I'm using white for this. And then the direction of your book, flipping of your book, is it right to left or left to right? You can just look into it. If it's in English, so definitely it's right to left. If it's in Arabic, it's left to right. So just know how your books should do. So we need measurement. So you can see there's no centimeters, inches or millimeters for here. So I normally use inches for mine. I don't know which one you choose. Then these are the sizes for your paperback. If you're using A5 as I mentioned, and you need the exact size for A5, you have to customize. All right, you have to customize. So you click on customize. You see where I clicked right here. So click on customize size and impute the width. Definitely you know the width is the one that has the lowest number, which is 5.83, and then we have the height will be higher, 0.27. This is the in inches. This is in inches for A5 size, in inches. You can make your research. If you get otherwise, you're free to use, but I hope you won't have any issues. I've been using this for over 2 years now, and this is the exact thing I've been using. I have no issue at all whatsoever for sizing, whether the manuscript sizing or the paper cover sizing, at all. So then here you come down. Hey, sorry, where did I click? I need to do this again. Let's repeat this fast. Right to left, inches. I need to. So we're using A5, right? 83, right? 8.27. So the page count here, maybe let's assume my total page number is 155. And you click on your arrow in your keyboard. You see the arrow here, you click it, so it will activate the button here for you to calculate the dimension. So here you need to what you need to do next is to note down this. This is all you need. You don't need all those bleed blah 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 blah. I don't use them and I have no issues so far. All right, if you want to use them, fine. You can go ahead and stress yourself. All I use is this first line, that is the full cover. That is the only thing I note down. Others are not in my so all right, so let's just note this down. Okay, just note it. Okay, after noting the the full cover size, then you come there. I use download template. Okay, and click on download template. You download the template to your phone or your computer. Fine and good. So what next? Definitely the cover is in zip file. What you just downloaded is in this zip file. You need to unzip it. So let's go to our files. All right, to unzip what we just downloaded, because it will not just give us an image, it normally gives us a zip file. This is it. Can you see it? It's in zip file. Can you see it here? So we need to unzip it to extract the images and whatsoever file it's in there. So you need to just click on it after seeing it, and then depending on the type of your phone or how your phone display it for you, you click on extract files. Well, I'll choose external storage. Well, make sure you choose a position you will remember. So let me choose downloads for now. Canva, extract. Okay, so that is just it. This is the file, and you can see if you click on it, it has been extracted already. You can see the zip file here is gone. You can go back there and delete the zip file there. So you click on it, you can see it has this readme text and the paperback template, but in PDF. So I will get rid of these things. I only need the one as PNG. Can you see here? .png. This is the one I need to use for my blog. So after extracting it, you head on to your Canva. Let's head to our Canva. Okay, so after you're in your Canva, what you need to do, I told you to note down the full cover size, right? So you come here and create, oh god, what did I press? Create a new design here, plus sign. You all know how to create a new design. So we are customizing. uh, yeah, customize this here. Don't forget our cover is in inches, so change this px to inches right here. Just click here and you see in inches. So you impute the width exactly as you noted down. All right, and the height will be, in this case the width is the larger number. The width is larger because you have front and back page. Okay, so in this case the width is the larger number. What else? Yeah, the height 8.52, I guess. Yeah, so you click create your own design. Ta-da, we are here. So what we need to do after it brings up here, we're not using any template whatsoever. We go to uploads, then you upload your file, device, media picker. I hope I can locate it where I saw it. That's why I said you can see it's even right here. So you upload. After uploading it, you add it to your design. So you can see we've added it here, and the easiest way to replace this place is just click on these three dots, right, and then go down and set image as background. But I don't normally do this because I feel some of my edges are being cut out and it might give me issue, although it's a easy way to set it as background, but I don't need it to be cut out. So let's you can see there is a little bit cut out there already. So what I do is I'll just drag it to the edge and then drag it over here, so everything is set for me. So what you need to do is create another page. Let's give it a thumbnail view. Let's go to the view. Oh no, where is it saved? Is it settings? Show page as thumbnail. Good. Then we add another page where we'll be adding our own what do you have it, design. So let's assume I'm having more. Where is our upload? Okay, so let's assume I'm doing for this what else. So let's assume I'm doing for this particular cover. I'm working on this particular book, for example, and then I have this cover to create a paperback and hardcover for. So what I need to do next is, first of all, if you're using right to left flip page or direction of pages, by the right side of this particular cover, after you've already generated your cover, created your cover, you've designed your cover. So the placement will be, the front cover of your book will be by the right and the back cover of your book will be by the left. Okay, this is how it should be if you're using the right to left. If you're using the left to right, then the other way around. Okay, so this is just how it should be. So after this, I drag this out to here because the purpose of this template is to guide me on the size of my book, so as not to have any size issue with it. I can have any other issue but not size after this at all, not size. All right, so you can see this white space within this template. So this is where your cover should meet, like the size of your cover here. All right, to be set. So let's just drag it a bit and make sure it covers the white space. I don't know whether I'll be able to see clearly. I hope you guys are seeing. So if you have a darker color or whatsoever, you'll be able to see it. If you have a good eye like mine too, you'll be able to meet up. All right, so this is it. I'm very sure this book is actually not exactly A5, so definitely will have issues. So make sure, that's why I said it's very important to note down your book size and whatsoever before generating. I'm just using this particular cover as an example. That is why you can see it has like some sizes within the, but normally the size I should have should be from the button, even should be from the button after using this particular space in, edge, down edge to drag it down. This, it should be able to cover this area. If it's the right size, it should be able to cover this area totally, and then the sizes left will be here, and then I'll be able to drag it through the center. But for now, since this book is out of out of size, so we need to just pretend it is and then proceed. All right, so I'll just make sure it covers everywhere. Do you know why? Do you know why I said it's very important to note? Because you see, as it is now, it has actually cover over the margin top here and down here. So when printed, it will be cut out. You can see this, it might be cut out and cut out some of or part of your own like fonts or cover. That is why you can, maybe you have experienced that before. They will send your book to draft and tell you to work on your cover, add this so amount of sizes from the top or the bottom or both, so as to prevent cutouts of edges whatsoever. So this is just the reason. You can see if it's too close to the margin edge here at the top or the bottom or even through the sides, it might result in cutout which you and the publisher or seller and printers will not like. So this is it. This is the reason. So let's pretend this is okay, and then proceed. So after doing this and covering the white space, all right, we need to just drag it down here and maintain. You know why I drag it? I'll tell you. So as to maintain the position. Easy, right? I just want to maintain the position of, and that's why if you notice initially after uploading my cover whatsoever, I went and changed the view of this canvas to thumbnail. That is why. So if you're using, even if you're using a system or your phone, change it to thumbnail view so as to enable your drag. I don't know, I think there is a magic some people do that they will be able to drag it to the side, but I just think this is the easiest. So, and then I will use this to just the first page to measure my second page. Okay, you can see some pink line. If you see those pink line, that means it has reached the limit. So I'll bring it forward. I'll bring it forward, or to front rather. Then I'll take it to this place. So what I'll do is just use the nudge size to, nudge button icon here to shift it to the left where it is positioned, or it is supposed to be positioned. And then after that, I will also drag it back to its position. Can you see it? So definitely. And then one last thing is, all your books might not have a spine, and that is why sometimes I told you not to note every other thing except the full cover. But sometimes I do use spine, because you can see as this has a bit, it's a little bit wide. But some books, if you notice, especially if it has like 20, 30, 40 pages, less than 50 pages, specifically, more specifically, English. All right, so if it has less than 50 pages, sorry, you will see that the spine is really thin, right? Very, very thin, and sometimes not even noticeable, so you ignore it. But at this, it's a bit wider. Even from your template up there, you can see. So I don't normally take note of that, because I don't have time to be like generating a 0.07 inches cover. So what I do is, it's either I just insert a comment. Where exactly are this thing? Aha, an element which is a square. It's a square. Yeah. So after inserting this particular square, I will come here and make sure it aligns the height. Alright, up, top to bottom. After aligning it to the height, I now drag it here. Yeah. Then I'll zoom a bit. If I'm using whether I'm using laptop or my phone, I'll need to really drag it to see what rubbish I'm doing or what good thing I'm doing. So I'll ensure it has some size. Let's position it, go to align, let's make it to the center and the middle. So what you need to take note while generating your spine is this. Can you see this dot, blue dot lines whatsoever? You ensure that your own spine don't reach or touch those things. It also should cover just the white space. Just the white space at this is. Can you see? It's just, we just need it to cover just the white space, and then you also drag it down to position it well. So it depends on, let's position it back to the middle. So it depends on the type of color of your book. It should not always be black like mine, because most of my things are black here, and that's why I'm leaving it as black. I can decide to use, like, if your book is purple, maybe majority of the color of your book is purple, you choose purple. If your majority is red, you choose red. Let it just align as the main cover of your book. If you want to write something to it, you can zoom, write, flip down, rotate it, and then place it within the spine. But I advise that for paperback mostly, hardcover, sorry. So this is just the basics. All right, this is just basics, and you can just select multiple, and what do you call it, position them well. That's to tidy them up if there is any spacing or whatsoever that's mixed, in case. So you just position them, spacing, tidy up, so everything is good, right? So you just click on the background here, mostly because my book is almost white. The cover is almost white, and it's almost blending. If you notice that it's not up to the size that I should use here, so it's almost blending with my background, so which is not advisable. So I will need to change the color of the background to something else. Aha, which is more visible. So whoever sees this knows that my cover is almost white, because I have some cover images behind. That is why it's blah 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 blah. But it is white, right? It cannot blend with the background of this particular document which you use. So your document is set. If you're using white too, you need to change the color. Mostly, even if I'm using black on white, I normally do change the background color, because sometimes with this effect, even after doing all this, they will actually send your book to draft and tell you to go and check and add like sizes on the top, and then you keep on adding. At the end, you get tired. So it's advisable, whichever book you're, whatever color you look for a color that is not in your cover, so that it doesn't blend with the background and anything on your cover, whether the font color or whether the background color of your cover whatsoever. It shouldn't be the same. All right, so this is just it for it. And then what we need to do, as we are now, we are good to go for our paperback, right? So you click on this arrow top, click here, download. Then what? You click on this arrow particularly. All right, click on the arrow and then click on PDF print, because we are producing a print, uploading it for print, right? So we need to use PDF print. So and that's the special effect of Canva I normally love. And then don't forget, you have two pages here. If you use first page or the first one and deleted the template later, fine. But if you leave it just like me here, because I might visit or use the template something if I have something similar. Okay, so I'll just click on these pages and then remove the second page, which is my template page, and then click on done. So if you leave the template, don't forget to delete it, otherwise, well, I said it. Then you click on download right here, then you're good to go. And go there. After downloading, you go to your KDP and upload you can give it a name, maybe dark psychology. This for the dark psychology paperback. And if you're doing for the hardcover, it's the same process. All right, the same process, nothing changes, only that you choose for hardcover and then you choose all the sizes whatsoever for your hardcover. That's just it. That is just it. There is no difference with the process or procedure or whatsoever. You do the same as it is in Canva, and you do the same as it is on the KDP cover size calculator site. So this is just how after that you're good to go publish your book with peace of mind that your book will not have any cover issue whatsoever. As long as your cover is good, there is nothing like image issues, like forget it, you're good. So that is it. Bye, till we meet in the next video.